Welcome to the Bradley Center here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, as Michigan State eyes a tournament win against Florida Gulf Coast, of course seeking their first in LSL history. Reagan Harris, your play-by-play alongside me. Daniel Zelikov, the commissioner of this league, doing a fantastic job. A classic 3-14 seed. Ironically, one that more and more as years go on, we see the least number of upsets by a double digit. Kind of feels that way outside of the 16 seed. How you doing today, Daniel?
Doing all right. I'm doing all right. Pleasure to have you here, of course. And, it's one of those things where, it doesn't really matter what game it is, no matter what seed line, you're seeing on the screen, just to be in this moment, just to live in this moment that is March Madness, and just seeing all of these teams play and try to advance, play for a national championship, hell, just to maybe even get to the Final Four is just something. Always produces magical moments, and maybe we get some here tonight.
These two squads, not so evenly matched on paper, but statistically, they actually feel like similar sides. When you look at the field goal percentage, three-point shooting, the schematics behind each side, the big advantage that Michigan State's going to have is pure and simple, the size in the front court.
Well, combined height, I believe, it's not really combined height, but the average height between Xavier Blake and Nicola Elias is 7'1.5". They got twin towers down there, and they both can stretch the floor. They're very versatile and also very experienced now. Xavier Blake now finally has a full year of starting on this Spartan squad.
Now, both teams have struggled slightly in the backcourt this season just from the three-point line compared to other teams around these seeds, but they're still very capable of ripping home a few shots. Who's some guys you got to look out for Michigan State?
For Michigan State, it's Gus Jackson. That guy has really blossomed and has now become one of the most important players on this Michigan State team. But if you're talking about straight three-point ability, it is Christian Washington. He has become known throughout his 4 years in Michigan State to be the sniper of the team. So if you want your three-point shooting, go look no further than Christian Washington.
All right, well, let's get into this game.
Let's do it. I think refs are finally starting to clear out the court, thankfully. I think it's empty now, so, man, good to go. Let's do this thing. There we go. Now we're good. Look up there.
Crowd is ready, and of course, they're looking to play number 6 seed New Mexico, who just narrowly escaped Colorado earlier today in overtime. What a game that was. We got a lot of starters to go over. Does that say Tarleton State?
It's a little bit.
Am I tripping?
Don't worry about it.
Michigan State, we got Jackson and Rose man in the backcourt. And we talked about already Blake Elias and company in the front court. This will be a very fun game. Both teams want to force turnovers, get the motion going quickly. As Florida Gulf Coast, we know them well from past tournaments. Dunk City, hopefully looking for something like that again.
Indeed.
Yeah, we're underway.
It's the new point guard,
Jalen Rose, I believe, with the ball.
Yep, first year starter has been behind Jalen Carter throughout these past years.
An easy, quick bucket for the Spartans to go up 2-0. And if that's a sign of things to come, it's going to be tough. And you can just see the size difference already, can't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's what I mean. Big Ten breeds physicality, but it's also another thing when you add pretty good height to it as well.
Love the aggression on the basket score on the other side. Elias gets a foul. They're going to make a quick check.
That was quick.
Not sure what that's about. It's extremely quick.
Very quick. And don't mind the graphics team. I might have to RKO a couple guys, but it's okay.
First free throws of the game in only the second possession. Gets that one to fall.
Yep.
This is Alejandro Tupai.
Sir, the junior. Wears a very unique number 55. I credit him for being different.
It has potential to be one of those numbers that everyone remembers from a March Madness run. Never mind, he's butt cheeks. Basket misses. 2-1 is the score of 15 minutes. Just getting underway here again. Legends College basketball. Nice hook, baby hook. Right into the baby basket. Jalen Rose. And if they can get their guard play going, this could be a long day for FGCU.
I think so, especially because with the guard play for FGCU, it's just not this on the same level as Michigan State. Not even close.
It's the basket. This one's going to go to Christian Washington this time. It'll be Blaise Vespe. I think that's how you say his name. Sorry, didn't do too much work before.
Yeah, Vespe, something like that. Yeah.
Blaise Vespe, the senior small forward. Actually, I think he's playing power forward today.
Looks like he got shifted up to small forward. I think that's what that real quick change was at the start. Florida Gulf Coast wanted to get a little bit bigger down low, so they moved Vespe up to
that decision. 100% like that decision. Force the guards to make the plays for Michigan State, and if they beat you there, they beat you there. Good double team in the backcourt, trying to force Michigan State to up the tempo.
They're definitely doing so. Look out, they move the ball.
That one's blocked away. Get it out of there by Alejandro Tupai, already with a couple plays. Into the front court, little shift around and lays it in. Sam Onu. And just like that, FGCU has the early lead.
Onu and Vespe are the two big stars of this Florida Gulf Coast team, so the Spartans had to figure out how to contain them.
Good coverage up to the free throw line. Bucket, no good. Rebound, and this is where the Spartans come to play. But absolutely not, says FGCU.
Staying tall. The rare moment right there in the game.
Good defense from Gulf Coast. A turnaround fade. Not going to work on a guy like Rose, very capable defender.
See what Michigan State can now do here. They got Christian Washington on the ball.
Surprisingly slowing down the pace. Able to get it into Rose, and that ended up being a great play.
It's interesting. You see the point guard making those pivots as he's like a big man down on the block. No, it's just simply how Michigan State plays. They like to keep things, in a versatile way, keep their opponents guessing.
Nicholas had a fantastic pass into Onu there, but he wasn't able to finish. The defense pass inside again. Here's Elias missing, gets his elbow and throws it down with authority. Love to see it.
Yeah, that's how you stick with it. Even though Florida Gulf Coast has some big bodies of their own, they don't tower over Nicola Elias.
Nicola Elias, a guy with incredible LBA aspirations, more than likely going to be a multi-year starter when he makes that level. It's going to be a foul by Logan Nicholas.
Yep,
struggling a little bit earlier for him.
Yeah, a little bit. And tack on that little reach and foul. Could be a problem if he's caught down low in a vulnerable situation.
The FGCU went for size here, and so Michigan State's using their underrated speed on the back half of the court, trying to get some motion. Worked well in that play, of course. Up 3, 13 minutes in the first quarter. And it's going to be Xavier Blake is drilling them from that deep.
That's the thing about Michigan State. They have the size. They can also step back on you and use that size as a big advantage. Good bucket.
Important bucket, to say the least. That was
Onu, I think.
Well, yeah, it was Sam Onu. Sorry about that. Took me a second. And then a big slam by Xavier Blake for his second straight basket. Already at 7 points of the 13.
Got as many points as Florida Gulf Coast does in this game so far. Pretty telling for how talented the kid is.
Only a 6-point lead. FGCU doesn't look like they're getting completely ran out of town so far.
That's early. It's early. They still got a chance.
Green, top of the key, missed throws. And Nicola's going to get his hands on it.
I'm not sure what the intent of that pass was, but either way, it was botched. That's how botched it was. We had no idea what it was supposed to be.
Gus Johnson ends up passing it to Rose, then back inside. Why not get it to him for a third try? Xavier Blake can't get it to go that time. Driving the lane, little step back maneuver, slowing down the pace. FGCU, another turnover.
Got to be careful with the ball around these Michigan State Spartans. And I know what you want to do there, but you can't force feed every single time.
Nice throw. Xavier Blake. Almost solo. 11-2 run by him. I believe that's 7 of those points. Might even be 9.
Yeah, it's 9 now. Another turnover.
3 straight turnovers, dragging the lane and throwing it down. Christian Washington quickly saying we're not going to sit around and let anything funny happen here in March Madness.
Thunderous slam as well on the break. Can't really stop a runaway speedster like Christian Washington.
Only 5 field goal attempts to Michigan State's 13. That one in and out.
It was a good attempt. They needed a shot like that. It's unfortunate it didn't fall in.
Shot's no good.
Tupai now on the opposite end.
Tupai. Scoreless for the last 2 minutes. Able to get it inside finally with an open shot. Blaise Vespe not wasting time, able to get it to go. Probably their best player so far tonight. Onu up there too, but they're going to have to play well in the front court, but not like that. Xavier Blake already at 11. Lord have mercy.
He's outscoring the opposition. That's how much they believe in the guy.
Screen by Onu. Trying to get in there and ripped clean.
He just lost the handle on it. He tried to do a bit too much there, but Michigan State very good with their technical ability on defense, ripping it away.
Maybe looking to work at Charmin Ultrasoft. Getting stripped like that. No good.
Good. Unfortunate miss right there for Gus Jackson. He had a pretty decent look. But Florida Gulf Coast actually in position that time to defend that attempt.
There'll be a foul on Gus Jackson. Not too detrimental, but they definitely need him. Their depth at the guard position is pretty 1-2. They got Aaron Yeremio potentially as a small forward to come in. Sorry about that. It's not there. I was looking at Jeremy Poole is who I meant to say.
Jeremy Poole, a couple of their point guards as well are capable of playing, at the guard spot. They're very fluid when it comes to their backcourt.
Beautiful basket from Justin Winslow.
That was great. And Justin Winslow was actually the guy that was taken out in seconds into the game.
Then he comes in, makes a statement quickly. But the 10-point lead remains for MSU on the opposite side.
All thanks to Xavier Blake. They are feeding the hot hand.
And a steal now for Blake. He's looking for another basket too, and he's going to draw the foul. This kid is playing ridiculous. A steal, a foul on the other end after getting a basket, already up to double digits, already pushing forward, scoring FGCU in the first 10 minutes. Nicholas is going to be checked off the court. Look at these stats, 13-3 on 6 for 9.
Been a revelation. He's been a revelation. They've had guys like Demetrius James III play for them, and then before that, it was Bam Akumpo. This guy's been on a completely different level, though.
Second shot. Got it to fall. Now a 12-point lead with 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Double team in the front or the back court. Michigan State just trying to put this one away early, it feels. Got to be careful. He's trapped in a bad spot on the baseline. Gets rid of it finally. Driving the lane with tons of coverage on him. Still able to somehow make it fall. That was a very good shot by Blaise Vespe.
He's talented. The kid is obviously talented.
And Xavier Blake, not able to get it that time. But I don't think a lot of people will be scoffing at him.
No, not at all. And an incredible performance so far by the junior.
Three-pointer, they could use this. No good.
Unfortunate. They've had some good looks from deep.
Beautiful pass inside. And that one's easy as you like. Gus Jackson playing quite well.
Yeah. Big guard at that as well. He's a nightmare to guard.
Three-pointer again this time. From Vespe. Gets it to go and brings it within single digits. That was huge for Florida Gulf Coast.
They're going to need more of him. I know you don't want to force feed him.
Onu gets his first foul, and Jalen Rose gets a basket.
Fought through the contact there. Embraced it very, very well. Great finish.
This is where FGCU needs to capitalize, isn't it? Bunch of substitutions. Blake comes off the court. Rose makes it fall. 12-point game again. Wipes out that three-point play.
Does for sure.
Good defense. Just so putting a body to it. Get that out of there. They might not get this. Ooh, that was close.
Very close.
Being blocked. Get it out of there.
Wrong maneuver there. Wrong maneuver. He took that wrong way about it. Ran into a couple of Michigan State Spartans.
Great rotations because now Elias, sorry, I always forget that he wants to pronounce like that because he's a weirdo. Foul. Elias comes into the game right as Blake is taken out. And the foul there will lead to free throws for MSU.
Right there, and Jaramillo is now in the game. Onu is now out, which, it's pretty early to take him out.
Extreme size lineup here from Michigan State. They are towering over this FGCU lineup.
Yep. You got Ben Holland at the free throw line. He's been a very solid performer for Michigan State off the bench over the past couple of seasons.
Holland, second one falls, and now the largest lead of the game.
And it might grow some more. I mean, 30 points already with just a little bit over halfway through the first half is ridiculous. Uh-oh, he's troubled.
And it's going to get ripped, I believe. What do they say? Backcourt violation, or are they going to say jump ball?
I don't. Well, there is no jump ball in college.
No.
I don't know, but either way, I think this is Michigan State ball.
As Xavier Blake tearing up FGCU so far. And look, all the things that had to happen for Florida Gulf Coast to pull off the upset, it's the opposite. Michigan State's front court is scoring effectively, so the back court doesn't have to work. And when the back court is working, they're not turning the ball over, and they're hitting their moments.
They're seizing the opportunity, playing very calm and composed basketball here.
Great pass there by Nikola Elias. Is dropped in. 16-point lead continues to grow. Michigan State starting to pull away. That's an excellent pass inside, but it's bricked more than a suburban home by Daryl May.
Eesh. Yeah, that's terrible.
Great drive to the hoop.
What can you do? What can you do when 7'2" is just floating to the rim like that?
Nikola Elias, one of the top prospects heading into next year's draft, if I'm not mistaken. Or are they a senior? Are they a senior?
Yeah, he's a senior, but it's like it's a weird timeline where we're like a draft class like behind or ahead. I don't know what makes most sense, but it's one of those things.
Well, and technically this year's draft class, one of the top prospects for good reason when he's making plays like that. Look at this guy. Gotta be one of the most awful mascots in sports. You have so much potential being named the Spartans, and you make that bobblehead looking freak. Outrageous.
Look for all the scrutiny and all the criticism that it gets, it's still iconic. You know, for right or wrong reasons, depends on who you ask, but still, it's one of the most iconic mascots in all of college sports.
No discussion on the timeout here. Florida Gulf Coast's head coach. Lord have mercy. Not sure what you can tell his team. It's just been an out-talent situation. Not even necessarily schematic. Just get that before. Are you kidding me? Just play.
He just took
Blaze Vespe.
He just took
Lord have mercy.
A little bit of pent-up frustration right there, unleashed on that jam. A great play
That's
by
some
Vespe.
dry cleaners right there. Barbecue chicken.
Extra sauce.
Make it a 3-point play. More importantly, I believe that was the second foul.
Was it? Because I think it was Jeremy Poole that got called for the foul right there.
Was it? Okay. Looked like Elias was on that play. Couldn't click him.
Yeah.
Rose passes it in. Looking. Rose will take... Or that's not Rose. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Was it Rose? I don't know. Don't even matter. It's a little pixelation for me, folks. I'm trying.
I might have...
Not like super low. No. It's not bad. It's just...
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, that right there is a charge call on Tupai. Giving the Spartans the ball right back.
The 17-point lead, about to make it worse. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. What I say? I did talk about Christian Washington.
Yeah, absolute ham from Christian Washington. Glaze included Thanksgiving dinner. Makes it a 20-point lead. Gulf Coast trying one of their own. Sorry, buddy, your cheeks. Not today. Throws one-on-one into Elias, who misses right after I was glazing him. That's unfortunate.
Commentators, jinx, curse, you name it.
Winslow, top of the key, passes it out. Good pass inside, just doesn't have the strength. Johnny Hodge out physicaled on the base. And now the 20-point lead, a chance to grow even further for the Spartans, who have a trip against a wounded New Mexico.
Well, they definitely look wounded. I'll tell you that. Oh, what a shot.
That was beautiful. Christian Washington now lighting up. And when the bench, or excuse me, your second options, not the bench, when your second options start scoring like that, problems arise.
To put it lightly. There have been problems all over the place.
And ripped. Onu just launches it and happens to make it fall. That was a nice shot.
Look, Florida Gulf Coast just simply needs to give it to Onu or Vespi and just let him work. Just like how Michigan State's letting Blake work.
17 points in the first half so far on 7 for 11 and backcourt violation. That's terrible. I mean, that's downright embarrassing is what that is. This is why you're a 14 seed, let's be honest.
That's an offense to 14 seeds because we saw 15 seed Bucknell do the unthinkable.
3-pointer, it's just getting disgusting. 25-point lead for Michigan State. They've doubled the opposition score.
This has been out of hand for a while. My gosh.
Rick, this is getting ridiculous. 15 assists for Michigan State, looking to make it another.
They're unreal.
19.
This is unreal by Michigan State. This is some of the best basketball I've seen them play ever.
9 turnovers to 1. Onu needs it. Can't get it to fall.
That's the problem.
Washington.
I was just going to say, that's the problem. You have 2 great players, but they're not supermen. So they're going to miss. You have to play better around them.
3-pointer.
Yo.
Now everybody's getting involved. Gus Jackson with the 3. 3-point lead for Michigan State with 3 minutes to go in the first half. We are witnessing a clobbering here in Wisconsin. Milwaukee, usually home to irrelevant sports teams, but Michigan State specifically is putting it on.
Talk about a clobbering, channeling their inner CM Punk, if you will.
Yeah.
Because this is crazy. 30-point lead. It's not even the end of the first half. That is ridiculous.
Nothing but impressive from MSU so far. Florida. New Mexico at this point has to be shaken in their boots.
Well, dude, they just came off a nail biter against Colorado, where I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. Colorado lost this game because of their own mistakes. New Mexico was intentionally following Colorado, and on like one of the last possessions, Colorado stepped backwards into their own half and turned the ball over, which opened the opportunity for New Mexico to tie the game.
Driving over, and goes out of play. They're going to say foul on Elias.
Is it? No, I think it's just out of bounds. Yeah, it's just out of bounds.
They just called out of bounds? Okay.
Yeah, it was a clean block.
More Blake action, who's just been ripping through them like a pack of cigarettes from a 40-year smoker. Looking for anyone to pass it to. He's out of options. Has to throw it quickly. Deflected.
You tried an alley-oop and you're down 30. What are we doing?
Rose. Inside to Elias. Elias to who else? Another bucket for Blake, who's in the 20s.
He has as many points as Florida Gulf Coast does. What?
Unbelievable scenes. from Xavier Blake, who's just, we have to say, he's a junior, but that's a name to watch for next year, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, what a shot! He needed to getting one to fall. Still down 29.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Ripped away, though.
See what they can do
Some
here.
needed juice.
Oh, big time. See if they're able to set up anyone, especially from deep. They just got to hit a bunch of deep shots.
Screen from the point guard to get him in, and he gets the end one to fall. Johnny Hodge, he struggled immensely this game, but to pop with the screen up top ends up working out.
Good take.
And you have to take out Elias.
I think that's foul number 2 for him.
Yep.
Big old Johnny.
His major is English, so he should see the writing on the walls that this game's a blowout. But he is still going to give it his all. Got to give him at least some applause for that.
Oh, for sure. Fight till the end. You know? It's March Madness. You never know.
Now Michigan State
Jeez.
able to bring in Silas Worthy. Is that it? Is it Silas or Silas?
I think it's
Silas.
I think Silas.
Silas? We're going with Silas?
I think
That's a horrible way to spell that, but hey, you do you, buddy. Buckets for FGCU. They're starting to heat up offensively, but it doesn't matter much. Still a 26-point ball game.
It's one of those cases you can't win a game in the first half, but you can certainly lose it. Maybe Florida Gulf Coast is in that spot right now.
Blake, oh my goodness. An all-time performance from Xavier Blake. Up to 23.
He is ripping them.
Rose, down the court, takes his time, passes it off, 3-pointer, no good. That would have been kind of game, as far as I was concerned. Gus Jackson can't get it to go.
That's fine. It's fine. Michigan State would have hit 60 points if that one went in, which is absurd to think about.
And a deep shot falls. Sam Onu, he's going to have a world-class day.
Uh-oh.
Stolen. Little run here by FGCU. 24-point game.
Slowly chipping away, but again, Michigan State has the ace not up their sleeve. It's already it's been in place since the start of the game.
Blake passes it off. Rose, Blake, 3-pointer. Oh, can't get it to fall out. Would have been incredible.
That looked like it was on target. He just overshot it a little bit. Shot clock off, by the way.
Nicholas inside. Hodge in and out. 6 seconds. Up the court. Rose. Little spin move. Create some space. Michigan State's lead to 27 heading into the second half. What a statement from the 3 seed.
It's incredible. That's incredible. They're on pace for 120 points in this game. Ridiculous.
Arlington State of Florida Gulf Coast getting spanked. A 20% field goal percentage difference. 20%.
Damn you, graphics team. You had one job.
Hey, there says FGCU. Fire him.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to send them to Chirac.
Well, 27-point cushion for Michigan State. All they have to do is not have trouble with the snap, and they'll get out of this one.
It'd be more than just trouble with the snap.
That's a nice shot. Inside with a big man on him, Logan. Nicholas, not Logan.
The screen set
32-point lead was the highest at one point. Early in the game, it actually looked fairly competitive. A few lead changes. And MSU just started beating the brakes off of them.
And that's probably
best.
And that's one of the reasons why, because Florida Gulf Coast just hasn't been able to play clean basketball today.
Rose can't get that one to fall. And with Michigan State kind of struggling over the last 5 minutes of basketball play, maybe 10, you got to capitalize.
Have to.
You pass inside. Onu. Brick City.
Yeah, it ain't Dunk City today. It is Brick City right now. Vespi's been the only one that can take credit for Dunk City right now.
Three-pointer row. It's no good.
Still,
Beautiful. Fast break now for Florida Gulf Coast. Well done by MSU to get back.
not just the big team. They're also fast.
Sorry, boss.
No, you're good.
Hodge misses, and we haven't seen a whole lot of Vespe today. So they brought him up to that small forward, and unfortunately, that's kind of brought him out of the ball game a little bit.
Yeah, because they kind of gone away from him a little bit, but I understand the strategy.
Mid-range, get it to full. Elias.
Finally, Michigan State on the board.
Yeah, they have the leverage and they have the freedom to mess around, luckily. But this is March. Hodge. 1v1, good defense by Blake, still able to get the hook shot to fall. 25-point game, and man, if only FGCU played like this for that 10-minute stretch.
Yeah.
Good steal.
Very good steal.
Down they go. Able to get him. Gets another. Is that his third?
That's number 3.
That's a huge deal if they can get him on the bench.
Yeah, because the back of Silas Worthy, for as good as he is a significant downgrade in height. You go from 7'2" to 6'9", which is I would say, a much more manageable battle down low for guys like Onu and maybe even Vespe if they switch him back to playing in the paint.
Onu gets that one to fall. Now 8 points into the largest lead at one point. So they're slowly chipping away.
Never say never. There's still a good amount of time, but if Michigan State decides to stop messing around, then really no chance.
Rose, struggling a little bit, finally gets up court. Passes it deep down, now it's inside. Foul, up, and in.
And one.
Gus Jackson. He's had spurts. He hasn't been involved the entire time, but when he has been, he's made some big moments.
Yep. Full 7 points right there. Not many opportunities to shoot. But that's one of the things. In this kind of game, he hasn't necessarily had to have that many looks.
And every time FGCU gets a little bit of momentum, there's a play like that. It's unfortunate.
Yep. Goes to show. Michigan State's a serious team. Oh, what a pass.
Onu, though. That was beautiful from Logan Nicholas.
Beautiful pass. And Florida Gulf Coast having some moments of their own. Some passes here and there.
Passes it inside. Who else? Oh, he missed.
He's
That's
human.
the first bad miss of the day for Blake.
Yeah. Goes to show the man is human.
Pass inside. Foul, and Blake gets another. Well, that's actually his first. But still getting to the free throw line. Love to see the aggression from FGCU. If you can get this front court in foul trouble nice and quick, it could be something to work with. That's going to be free throws upcoming for Vespe. So we haven't seen him a ton. Well, there he is now.
Well, even with him, with us not seeing him a ton, he still leads Florida Gulf Coast in points in this game.
And a quiet type of night where you lead scoring, though. You know, not a ton of presence elsewhere than inside the basket every once in a while. He's got to step up defensively. Instead of Elias is just going to fly by him.
Yep.
Blake, double team. That's the move. Stolen by him, though. Just as we were shouting his name for defense. And Washington gets there. Jackson. Was that Washington? Yeah, it was Washington. Gets it to fall.
CW. They're the contact, too. It's a good finish. Usually one of those plays where refs sometimes call the foul. Held off. Didn't need it.
Three-pointer. Vespe does not make it.
It's fine. You got to trust him with that shot. You have to. He is your best scorer.
No good.
Wow. I thought Rose
was not able to make the easy layup.
Yeah, that's surprising me. I thought he had a good look there.
Inside, that's not Onu, that's Hodge. And he's been on and off all night, hot and cold.
More so cold than hot, honestly, but still someone that you hope to get going.
And rebounds have not been an advantage for MSU. It's been turnovers. Really the biggest differential in this game. In and out. And then obviously field goal percentage. MSU, up until recently, were ripping home at about 65%.
Yeah, an absurd clip. It slowed down for them, though.
Nice pass inside. Rebound. Hodge gets it to fall. And there he is. Makes it down to 22. Now that's the closest it's been in quite some time.
You see, there's some battle here. There's some battle. Not necessarily dunk, but battle. That's the most important thing.
Ooh. And Blake's just going to say, forget you, buddy. I'm going first in next draft. Don't care.
He is making a strong case to be picked in the top 5, I will say that. Whenever he decides to enter it.
That would be an absolute highlight.
Dude, that was close. So close.
No good by Elias.
Almost brought out the Dunk City.
Shot up by Onu. Gets the fall.
There you go.
Right to 22. Man, if this team had played like this through the full 20 minutes, I know that's not how it works, or 40 minutes. I know that's not how it works in basketball, but man, they obviously are able to go toe-to-toe when they're clicking.
Yeah. But then, of course, you're dealing with the height disadvantage down low. Guys, Nikola Elias. That's still so weird for me to say. He's going to clean up. That's all it is.
Driving to the hoop, passes it back all the way to the side, and it's a nice shot by Logan Nicholas, who really has not done anything shooting-wise today. Made a lot of good passes, though.
Oh.
Slam of the court. He's trying to get his team hyped.
He's trying.
Elias, but who's standing here? Blake, who's going to go to the free throw line.
It's Johnny Hodge called for the foul right there, too. That's his first.
And unfortunately, going to have to make some substitutions. Although that front court really isn't too bad of an option for FGCU. They have a lot of depth there. Shot. Good. He made his points. I want to see an update on that.
Well, it's now 28.
Got to be like 27, right?
It's
28?
Yep.
Make it 29. 1 point away from a 30 bomb in March Madness.
What a lad.
That'll be special.
Oh, yeah. He's been hooping.
Trying to get a court. Man, they're getting ripped away. Finally get it forward. Open shot. Doesn't end up taking it. Blaze Vespe covered off brilliantly. Has to pass it into Onu, who can't get it to fall. And this game, once again, unraveling now for Florida Gulf Coast. And this should be a pretty coast of the last 9 minutes for MSU.
It should. It should. We'll see. They've been wearing him down, though. You can see they've started to gain control on the boards again.
Good defense. Gets it back himself. And Elias gets the fall. And after this one, it's going to be Creighton versus Princeton. Am I correct?
That is correct. That is the final game of tonight.
Blue Jays facing a fairly dangerous 16 seed. A lot of people are feeling the upset vibes, but chances are still probably below 5% that anything happens. Blue Jays may be the best team in the country this year. It's going to be interesting to see how that game unfolds.
I think so. When there was actually a recent publication made, and it was in regard to Ken Palm's statistics, and there were only 2 teams from this season that were ranked both top 10 in offense and defense. Creighton is one, Auburn is the other.
Auburn just seems like such an obvious path forward for the Natty, but it's never that simple, is it? They seem like by far the best team, but they're not.
Oh, for sure.
Foul.
That's for sure. Especially when you remember how they played against New Mexico State. That was, I think, their worst game of the season. They still won by 18, but that definitely raised some concerns, especially going up against Louisville in the next round. We know Louisville is a scrappy team, very scrappy team. They love to pick your pockets.
Yeah, we talked about it in the committee meeting that they actually got a pretty rough draw for being the number 1 seed. It's not an easy path forward. Louisville's one of those squads that can cause some serious problems.
And we saw it unfold. I mean, they were dealing with the deficit against St. John's, which kudos to St. John's. They were also a very tough team, to put at the 9 slot. Could have been higher as well because of, going through the Big East gauntlet. But, on top of that, Louisville was able to mount a really, really good comeback because of their ability to force turnovers.
Creighton last year, we'll talk about this more in the game, but they got stunned by 10-seed Cincinnati last season. That was a team that a lot of people thought were going to the Final Four.
Or to at least the Elite
Eight. That's a pretty crazy tournament for our standards. A good one.
It was. It really was. I think that was one of the crazier ones in like the last 5-6 seasons. I mean, the only other one that I could really draw comparisons to is 2031, because if you remember then, we had the 4-seed Marquette being upset by 13th seed St. Peter's. We had 11-seed Oregon State upsetting 6-seed UConn, and hey, I'm pretty sure you remember what Lipscomb did to North Carolina.
Best Bay? Oh, good. Will be a fun game, so make sure to tune in with us. We'll have fun there. Not sure if it's either going to be a blowout or a nail biter. There's not a whole lot of in-between work, I think, for this one.
Yeah, probably. But I think with Princeton, the issue is this: they're a very interior oriented kind of team. They can spread the attack outside. We saw them do that against. I'm trying to remember the team that they went up against. I don't quite remember, but they completely dismantled them just by their presence alone inside. Creighton is nowhere near as bad of a team like that. They have height down low. They play a very disciplined zone defense, eyes on the ball at all times. It's going to be difficult.
That's Bay. What a move that was, and the shot clock grinding down. He's had a good game in the end. Rest of his team has not helped him out too much with the turnovers.
Yeah, him and Onu, really. Those are the only two that
He's
have
been a pretty average second half, though, for Michigan State. Mind you, they came into this, was it 60 points?
Yeah, they've only scored 19 second half points, and they still lead by 25.
Slow offensive half and blocked out of the building. Out of bounds will stay with FGCU. Sam Onu, 14 points, 6 for 12, 4 rebounds. Elias hasn't had the best of games offensively when you look at the shot percentage, but he has been dominant defensively.
And that's what matters the most. Ooh, I'm surprised that wasn't called a half-court violation. Oh, well, then.
Give them a break, man. They need it. Pass, Onu, foul, up, off the back of the rim. We'll head for free throws. Elias with 4 fouls.
Yeah, significant, but a little bit too late for it to be more significant. There he goes. Yeah, like what I said, Onu and Vespi have really been the two beacons of light on this team. You know, the other few guys have had a couple of moments, but really not much else.
As this game in the season for FGCU winds down, still a success for them to get to the tournament.
Indeed. ASUN has been quite a, how do I say it, a mess in terms of teams going through. I mean, we've seen, Eastern Kentucky, we've seen them go through. We saw Bellarmine last year be a part of the tournament. And I think the year before that, I'm trying to remember who it was. Can't quite remember, but it hasn't been the same team every season for the last 4 or 5 tournaments.
What is exciting is their small forward, their shooting guard, and their point guard all are juniors and can return next year. Even more so, we sent a lot of Hodge. They also have another really good center in the backcourt that comes in. Even though you're going to lose Onu and Vespi, you have a really good amount of talent returning next year. Going to be a senior-heavy lineup.
Oh, yeah, and it's an opportunity for them to return to March Madness. Which I
don't see a whole lot of teams in the minor. I don't know, what do you call them in basketball? Not the group of 5, but mid-majors make it through. Nice shot. Wow, mercy. They're heating up offensively. You don't see a whole lot of mid-majors repeat the tournament, make it 2 years in a row in this league, so They have the potential to do it. Three-pointer, no good, and now Michigan State's going to bring the belt out and start spanking them.
Yeah.
Honestly, what's going to happen?
Yeah, about that time. I mean, we have, yeah, and there you go. Even the student section.
Okay, State Farm. That's outrageous. That's...
Oh my gosh.
They probably won't cover you if you have any type of probable damage in your region.
You say that like it's based on experience. That's crazy.
Oh, it is. Trust me, they completely oh, Lord have mercy, nice shot. They remove coverage from like all the high claim states. They don't even offer it anymore.
That's absurd.
Yep.
Ooh, turnover there.
So one of the Boston head to a place like Arizona is what they're saying. Buckets.
Look at Florida Gulf Coast. They're not giving up. Never give up.
I'm telling you, if they had played like this earlier in the game, we have an absolute upset watch on our hands. The entire second half has been good from them, honestly.
Yep.
Foul play. He won't stop. Oh my goodness. He just wants to keep laying it on.
Yep. That's him. He's that guy. He's that competitor. He wants to go bell to bell.
31 points, no Vaseline applied to Florida Gulf Coast tonight by him. He has been outrageously good.
Yeah, basically. Man. Oh, and there you go.
Exactly.
You're making Florida Gulf Coast do charity work here by giving Michigan State the ball back. It should be the other way around.
And blocks have been a big thing. Most of FGCU's misses have been off blocks, and he came into the game talking about the size. It doesn't always translate, but it certainly did tonight.
Oh yeah, 100%. Michigan State is one of the few teams that truly does understand how to use their size consistently too. That's what makes them so dangerous.
Nice fadeaway make there.
All right, there's Matthew Boshin. First time we've seen him in the game.
Because he's a bum. Nice pass to the outside. Vespi.
Chuck it. Okay.
Inside.
It's a foul
Man,
on
they're
Jason
just making us wait, aren't they, with all these fouls they're forcing?
I mean, like, I respect the fight, but sometimes you just gotta lock in and say, hey, you know what? We're just gonna die by our big shot, and by big shot meaning the 3-pointer. But you know, this is a team that is very heavy in their front court depth. So I think this is just how they're used to playing, just through the front court. Looks like Onu's going to get some reps one more time before his Florida Gulf Coast career finishes. But here's the thing. With a lot of these players that come from mid-major schools, they more often than not try and get themselves one more year, a graduate year. So there are tons of places that I feel like Onu and Vespi could end up if they pursue that route. They'd be fantastic pickups too.
3 minutes to go. Nice shot by Onu.
I think now at this point it's not just necessarily playing for pride. I think Vespi and Onu are playing for their highlight tape. You know, to bring
Elias just buries FGCU into a forgetful March Madness grave. Nobody will remember this team making the tournament this year.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Vespi gets the screen, trying to show why he should be at Xavier, and the answer is never.
Hey, he tried a difficult shot. I'll give him credit.
Driving the paint, nice pass inside. Blake, defense. Blake for another. Misses. Now he's just trying too hard. Let's relax, buddy.
Let's keep it a stack. He shouldn't be in the game. Just let the reserves play. You're up by 27. But nope. Coach Bolt is all gas, no brakes with it. .27
game is friendly. Make it 29. to Michigan State. I think Florida Gulf Coast played significantly better than the score shows.
Yeah,
and the unfortunate part is just that 7-some-odd minute stretch where Blake was just putting belt to ass. You know, it was not fun to watch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, not again.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Calm down, fella. You proved your
What's he
point.
at, 33?
33 or 35, one of those. 4 or 3. Nope. We'll see his stats. He's got to be player of the game, right? Right? He's got
1
my
minute
vote.
to go.
Does he have your vote for player of the game?
Blake?
Yeah.
Is that a question you're actually asking me?
Hey?
Who else would it be?
Florida Gulf Coast for all those turnovers that they committed. Don't know.
That's disrespectful. Can't be saying that.
It's all right. Dunk City might get another opportunity to redeem themselves next year with all the talent that they got coming back. We'll see them. "45 seconds left." Oh, no way.
Quick shot. Oh, my Lord.
They should take him
That's
more,
the
though.
backup sophomore point guard, Jason Postel.
He had no business making that shot, but hey, shout out. And shot clock is off.
I'll likely do it, folks. Here from Milwaukee, Florida Gulf Coast. I mean, they weren't the worst thing you'd ever see, but they also weren't very good. Missed shot there, and at Michigan State will play New Mexico in the second round. The team that just went 5 quarters, basically. Well, no, 3. Forget. That's how it works in this sport. 3 quarters.
No way.
Miss.
Jeez.
And we'll see you next game. It will be Creighton versus Princeton, the 1 versus 16. That's one to look forward to. I'm excited to watch that game.
There's a lot of high-end talent on Princeton. I'll just name a few guys off. Xavier Lee is on that team still. You have, let's see, trying to remember the names, but they got some very significant names on there. Hayden Ackerman. They got a true freshman in their starting lineup. They've been balling. I'm gonna find the roster real quick, just because I'm kind of blanking out. But they have a serious team on their hands. All right, their starters: Vernon Collins, Jack Scott, Devin Austin. Those are the other 3. And I'll tell you what, Doug Anderson might be a player in this game. The backup center, partner. He's 7'4". He may cause some problems.
All right, well, we'll see you then. Have a good night if you're not tuning in again. And if you don't, you're banned. So, have a good night, folks.
We will see you all very soon for this upcoming game between 16 seed Princeton and 1 seed Creighton. Just as and just a little fun fact before we head into this one. After the break, there's apparently some money on the line within the media team. We won't specify more than that. We'll just say there's somehow money on this game. How? I don't know, but it is what it is.